Alright everyone, welcome back.
いえ、違いますよ。私、ちょっと寝ちゃってただけです。
Sakura smiles in embarrassment.
脅かすな。昨日の今日なんだ。風がぶり返したと思っただろ。
すみません。今日は一日中眠くて、気を抜くとまぶたが落ちちゃうんです。
そっか。まあ夕方も寝てたしな。疲れてるならもう休んでいいんだぞ。後片付けは俺がやっとくから。
そうですね。それじゃあお言葉に甘えて先に失礼させてもらいます。
Sakura bows and exits the living room. She's walking steadily, so I guess she's just short on sleep, like she said. The moon darkens. The clouds blown by the strong wind hide the white moon. We go outside, careful not to wake Sakura. It's 11 o'clock. We decide to start patrolling earlier to make up for yesterday. The town has continued to suffer while my guard was down after Caster's defeat. If Caster's still alive and collecting energy from people, I have to defeat her for sure tonight. We descend the hill to the intersection. The question is where to go from here.
シロ、サーバントの気配です。
それ近いのか、セイバー。
距離的には問題ありません。シロの足を考慮しても全力で追跡すれば5分ほどで追いつけます。マスター、指示を。
Saber's asking me if we should follow them or stay here and keep watch. I don't even need to think about it.
行くぞ。先導してくれ、セイバー。
Saber starts to run. She heads east. It seems she is heading to the big bridge connecting Miyama City and Shinto. The instant I step into the park, the abnormal presence makes me feel like vomiting. The air is polluted here. The stench of rot and decay seeps into my nose. My gastric juice is regurgitated just by standing here. The discomfort and dizziness almost break my mind.
シロ、あれを。
I suppress my nausea and look. There.
ヘミヤ君？
Saber. Stan, Tosaka, and Archer with their backs to us.
どうやら新手が来たようじゃな。
And that old man, Matozoken. I understand the situation right away. Tosaka is fighting Matozoken. I see dozens of something so small that I can't distinguish it around Tosaka. Tosaka's servant Archer may have many more around him. It seems Matozoken used those things to attack them.
ほう、誰かと思えばセーバーのマスターか。いやはや、これはしたり。助っ人を用意しておくとは当釈の娘にしては頭が回る。
そんなわけないでしょ。あんたを押さえつけて白状させるのなんて私とアーチャーだけで十分よ。あそこにいるのはただの観客。私とは関係ないんだから。
Tosaka keeps glaring at Matozoken, but her back is...
あんた何やってんのよ。こんな時にやってくるなんて死にたいの。
harshly scolding me.
シロ、
分かってる。今は遠坂たちと争ってる場合じゃない。
Just as how Tosaka does not look away from that old man, I'm feeling danger from him. A monster said to have survived by sucking people's blood. A descendant of Makiri who tried to obtain the Holy Grail and made Shinji into a master. There's no way such a guy would just stand there and not do anything.
隠しておきたかったが仕方あるまい。わしとてサーバントを2体敵に回しては生き残れんからの。
He makes a sound with his cane. The instant it strikes the bricks beneath the old man's feet. Someone we already defeated appears to protect him.
キャスターくそ本当にまだ残っていやがったのか。
シロ下がって。あれはキャスターですがキャスターではありません。外装能力はそのままですが意志である魂を感じない。あれはキャスターの死骸を別のもので補っただけの模造品です。
Saber steps forward. In her hand is the invisible sword.
ほう、さすがはセーバー。一目でわしのからくりを見抜きおったが。いやはや、これでは信じ程度のライダーがかなわんのも道理。キャスターもなすすべなくお主に敗れたように、そこのアーチャーとてお主の敵ではあるまい。
向上はそれだけか。我らを測った罪だけではない。敵同士とはいえキャスターとてサーバントに選ばれた英霊だ。その亡骸をもてあそぶからには相応の覚悟があるのだろうな。
さて、わしは使われなくなったものを拾っただけよ。それを下道というのなら構わんがな、セイバー。それではお主の行く末はその下道にも劣ってしまうぞ。何しろその身は最高のサーバント。ならばこのようなムクロよりお主を屈服させるが最上じゃ。その体を我が虫どもに食わせ、そこなムクロと同じ命運をたどらせよ。
貴様
何を憤る。所詮サーバントなど主の道具、どのように刺激するかなど問題ではあるまい。霊樹で縛られるも死してなお使われるも同じならば、心ない人形と化すがうぬらのためであろ
う。The two servants charge. Saber and Archer charge the laughing monsters if they plan the attack. Two blades slice through Caster. The match was decided from the start. Caster cannot defeat Saber. Even with Matozokin's control, the fact has not changed. Caster's magic does not reach Saber, and Saber finishes off the enemy she defeated before. Caster's body begins to disintegrate. Saber stands by and watches it until the end, to ensure that it completely disappears, to ensure that her body will not be violated again.
Acha!
It's Tosaka's voice. Matozokin has disappeared. He sacrificed Caster in order to make his escape, but
う。
that is why Saber took care of Caster. Archer ignored her completely, pursued the controller, and
そこまでだ。
cut Matozokin's body in half. Oh. Zokin's upper body falls to the ground.
なんと。
A dragging sound. Even though blood and entrails are spilling from his bisected body, the old man still lives. He crawls across the ground with his arms trying to get away from Archer.
終わりだ、魔術師。過去からの経験でな、お前のような妖物は早めに処理することにしている。
Archer raises his short sword above Zoken. This is the end. No matter how immortal Matozokin may be, he will die once his head is crushed, and he's almost dead already. It's not like he has self-healing powers like the servant, and his horrific wound is taking him closer to death by the second. But unwilling to take any chances, Archer kills the Magus with a short sword. Uh-oh, what is that feeling? No, he tries to kill Zokin and stops. It's not only Archer who felt it. Everybody here does. Tosaka and Saber, Archer and I. Even Matozoken, hovering on the edge of death, trembles at its appearance. Darkness covers the park. The damp air freezes in an instant. My heart is beating at a higher pitch, but the rate is lower. Something bad is close by, so I have to run away. I can't concern myself with that thing. My body understands it instinctively, yet it refuses to move. It's meaningless to run away. My body knows that I can't escape. I move my trembling body and turn my numb neck. I look towards the entrance of the park. There. Uh-oh. Stands the shadow. Space is distorted. I want to believe it's just my imagination, a product of the disordered sense of balance caused by extreme tension. I've never seen anything like it. It's insubstantial, as if a shadow suddenly stood up. Its existence is so light that it could be blown away, and yet its presence dominates this place. It lacks intelligence or reason, and it probably is not even alive. The black shadow stands there like a mirage. So, why do I find it so familiar?
Arien.
I hear a hoarse voice. The only one able to speak here happens to be the dying old man.
Arien. Arien. Arien.
He crawls while screaming. Mato Zoken pulls himself away from Archer and out of the park. It's not that Zoken had that much strength left. It's just that fear of the shadow drove him. Nobody's able to move. Tosaka and I stand still, transfixed by fear. Even Saber and Archer seem entranced. It's like a deep sea monster. The shadow sways in the silent world where everything is still. And now grab, get the hell out of there, guys. I don't trust it. And it shows something like a will for the first time. It lacks eyes, limbs, or a body. Yet it still casts a shadow at its base. Outlined by the moonlight, the shadow begins to stretch and elongate. Like a snake that has found its prey, it points at Tosaka and... Oblivious to the change, Tosaka does not move. Saber's too far away. Archer has started running, but he is too far away to make it in time. The shadow lashes out. Without showing any signs, the shadow abruptly covers tens of meters and...
Osaka, aburai!
I frantically push Tosaka aside. I can't hear her voice. The instant I push Tosaka away, something engulfs me. A splashing sound and a sensation of something trying to crush my body. My presentiment wasn't wrong. Water has come crashing in around me, and I am now sinking into the sea. But it's hot. This seawater is too hot. Boiling cold tar. It sticks to my skin and cuts my life, and I don't feel like I'm in the sea. I feel sick. I feel sick, it's wrong. 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 Rabbit's corpse, one eye missing, rotten, soft, and fresh. Forced into my mouth. Rabbit's corpse smears my esophagus. A clear sensation of eating life. Life is life even if it is rotten. It's real. I can taste this with the cooked food. It feels good, there's no taste, but I'm forced to eat it as long as it is in front of me. A popular place, a big line, a place that will...
Emiya-kun?
Yeah, if it was that bad to eradicate every type of dialogue box for me to even catch up on. I wake up. My body's hot. My nausea isn't fading. My head is shaking and I can't even stand up by myself.
目が覚めた？大丈夫？私がわかる？
She slashed my cheeks.
わかる。こんな時に人を平手打ちすんのは間違いなく遠坂だ。
よかった。減らず口を言えるなら大丈夫ね。
That was just my honest opinion right now.
バカ、何笑ってるのよ。言っとくけど礼は言わないわよ。あんな真似は二度としないで。助けてもらった相手に死なれたら借りを返すこともできなくなる。
She glares at me, but Tosaka is still rubbing my back with one hand and holding my hand in the other to check my temperature.
遠坂、変なのはどうした？
消えたわ。エミヤくんが影の上に立って倒れたと思ったらもういなかった。あれ自身はあっちの方からやってきたみたいだけど。
Tosaka looks out west and grits her teeth.
そうか。けど俺、随分と長く変なのに絡まってた気がするんだけど。
本当？あなたが私を突き飛ばしてから今まで10秒も経ってないわよ。その証拠にほら。
シロ、
Saber runs up to me.
またあなたは無茶な真似をして。
Saber supports me and pulls me away from Tosaka.
離れなさい、アーチャーのマスター。それ以上我がマスターに近寄るのなら敵対行為とみなします。
何？もしかして私も敵？
当然でしょう。あなたはマスターでありアーチャーを連れている。何のつもりでシローがあなたをかばったかは知りませんが、みすみす我が主に近づかせることはできない。
Saber glares at Tosaka. Crap, I guess I never told Saber about our current truce.
いや、違うんだ、セイバー。遠坂とは今休戦中で、キャスターを倒すまで。
シロー、しっかり気を落ち着けて。
だから遠坂は敵じゃない。そういう約束なんだ。
わかりました。あなたがそう言うのなら彼女とは争いません。ですから。
悪い。正直もうしゃべれない。
I endured the nausea and the chill that tries to get me unconscious. I have to get home before I faint. I have to stay conscious until then.
助かったか。ま、本体に触れたわけでもなし、実体のあるものなら怒りを移された程度だろう。
Archer approaches. Archer's expressionless even though Zokin got away, and he's the only calm one here.
アーチャー、あなたは今の影が何者か知っているのですか？
さてな。だがこれで一つはっきりした。キャスターなき後、町の人間から魔力を吸い上げているのは今の影だろうよ。
He answers as if he's not interested. Then Archer looks down at me, lying on the ground.
どうやら支援を優先できる状況ではなくなったようだ。そうだろ、エミヤシロ。あれが何であるかはお前の直感が正しい。サーバントとして召喚されたというのに、結局はあれの相手をさせられるというわけだ。
アーチャー、あなたは一体。
そうか、君はまだ守護者ではなかったな。ではあの手の類と対峙したことはなかろう。まったくいずこにいようとやることに変わりがないとはな。
The Nine Red beckons Tosaka to go. But right before they leave,
いや、 そう悲観したものではないか。まだことは起きていない。後始末にとどまるか、その前に型をつけるのか。今回は摘み取れる可能性がまだ残されているのだから。
He looks up at the sky and murmurs these words. It switches off and on. The heat permeates my body and I don't feel like I'm walking. Is it because someone told me this is like a disease? It feels like plagued maggots are filling my whole body. That's gross.
先輩
I can't tell dream and reality apart. I feel like I'm already asleep and trying to go back to my room.
さくら、睡眠中ではなかったのですか？
どいてください。そんな支え方じゃ先輩が辛くなる。
Yeah, that's the first time I ever saw Sakura look like that too.
いえ、これは私が任されたことです。それに、何らかの病だとしたら、あなたにまで移ってしまう。
そんなことを言ってるんじゃありません。セイバーさん、あなたと先輩が何をしているのかは知りません。聞いても答えてもらえないことだって分かっていますから、問いただすこともしませんでした。けど、あなたが来てから先輩は毎日辛そうでした。それだけならよかったのに、今夜は怪我をして帰ってきたんです。
さくら、それは。
セイバーさんの事情は知りません。けど、もう少しうまいやり方があるんじゃないですか。それができないって言うなら、せめて先輩を巻き込むのはやめてください。
I return to my room. It feels like someone is next to me, putting me to sleep. A voice is whispering in my ear, but I can't make out the words. Did it apologize? It's my fault? Did it apologize? I'm sorry? Whatever the words are, they're the last thing I hear. My consciousness fades as soon as I lie down. I thought there was about to be a confrontation that that just erupts from the whole tension that was building up there between Saber and Sakura. The scene keeps squirming like insects until the very end.
じゃ、まったね。明日こそ遅刻しないでよ。
She slurs her words as she sees off her friends. There's no one around and the rotary is completely still. Did her friend get the last taxi? Or are they just avoiding this place for some reason? The station, which used to be filled with light and people, is now just a group of lifeless buildings.
ま、こんな日もあるか。
She heads home still slightly drunk. It doesn't matter if there's no taxi, or if the last train is out. Her apartment is close by. Her friends live 3 stations away, so she always walks home by herself after seeing them off. The rotary is quiet even though it's still before midnight, and she starts home like always. So, when did it turn to something that's not like always? The desolate town, the pitch black back alleys, the chill emanating from the dark shadows. Formless unease assails her.
ちょっと、誰かいるの？
She turns around. The only thing following her is her cold and silent silhouette. She walks faster. Staying here is dangerous. She doesn't believe she's overthinking. Nobody's following her. First of all, she doesn't even have the sense to realize that even if she is in danger, she's only human after all.
ちょっと、
何よこれ。
But she can't stop shivering. The unpleasant presence gets stronger. This is just like the time she woke up at night as a child. She would wake up to go to the bathroom but would sense someone crouching in the corner. Instead of moving, she would pretend to be asleep until morning came. This unease is how she felt then, as if the whole world has abandoned her. She's running now. She's not taking her usual route home. The road in front of her is dangerous. The roads she usually takes home are all dark. Instinctively seeking the safest way, she's running before she knows it. When did the quick trot turn into an all-out dash? She understands that it's silly to be scared of something she cannot see, but she is unable to stop herself. No, keep trusting that instinct of yours. Just keep running. She runs like a dog. Her throat is dry, but strangely she isn't sweating. The town at night. The series of accidents with unknown causes. Desperately, she tells herself that it's not the work of a serial killer. There's no one around. Tonight of all nights, the place is empty. Is that why this seems like it's happening to somebody else? The familiar town is like an imitation in a mirror that will never find her. Oh, it's a terrible place to end up in. And she arrives at the final destination.
おかしいな。どうして？
Did she come to this place?
何してんだろう私。
Something is very funny. Something's funny, so sounds of laughter come from her throat as if it's from someone else. She's merely running. Her usual route home seemed too dangerous, so she ran along the roads that felt safer to her end. This is why she shouldn't have come to this place, because look, she lost her damn mind. Finally, she realizes that there's no place to run. Worms. Gah, gross. Some appear from between the grasses. Some fall down from the tree branches. The first one drops on her right eye, and it uses the snout larger than her eyeballs to crawl into her eye socket. The scream is not heard. She crumples to the ground. Pain shoots through her heels. It hurts. It hurts as if they've been chopped off with an axe. Man, it must be that bad if even her screams are censored. Since that's impossible, she tries to move her toes, only to find that she can't feel them. In its place, many new things enter her body from the cut heel. She tries to see what they are with her remaining left eye. She cannot see what they are anymore. Indescribable horror swarm over her body. It's eating. Her mind somehow does not see what they're eating. The worms dive in. When she was small, she once saw maggots swarming on a sponge. This is just like that. Although inchworms chewing through an apple might be more apt comparison.
けど変じゃない？
But the realistic image and the scene before her do not seem related. Because such things cannot be. Such things cannot be happening to her. It's almost midnight. She has to hurry home, ready to bath. Ouch. Laugh off all the fatigue that hurts. Let her hair dry. It hurts. Watch some videos. Return to her room. Room. It hurts. She wants to return to her room. Return. Please stop. Stay up till 3 o'clock. It really hurts. Anything. Please stop. It hurts. Wake up when the alarm clock. Go back. It hurts. Go to work. Go back.
だから会社に部屋に戻りたい。どうか行け。違うって言ってるでしょ。やめてよ。お願いします。私を部屋に返してください。お願い。いや、あんたたちもうやだ。何勝手に私の。
The meal ends in under 5 minutes. It was too gruesome a scene to be called a meal, but if one defines having a meal as absorbing nourishment, then this was certainly a meal. Of course it's Zokin. The lion body stands up.